Today on EMBN, we discuss the slightly more serious issue of a fear that's taken over some people in the woods.
And we're not talking about big jumps, drop-offs, gaps, things like that, are we, Steve?
No, within the trail centres, the woods and bike parks, a very, very genuine fear is lurking. A fear of being labelled, a fear of being shocked, a fear of the unknown, or indeed a fear of having a bloody good time.
So we're talking about electrophobia, aren't we, Steve?
Absolutely. Now, obviously, e-bikes are a hot topic. They're refashioning mountain biking as we know it. What we do know at the same time, there are certain parts of the mountain bike community who are extremely vocal when it comes to voicing negative opinions about e-bikes. And they do this via the internet, powered by electricity, with subjects such as e-bikes are for cheaters, e-bikes damage trail access. I think it's time for a top 10 of e-bike fears.
Okay, cool. Let's get into it.
Dropping in at number 10, it's the fear of mountain biking in general. Well, for those riders afraid of the cold, the wet, climbing and outdoors, it's time to stop struggling and start living.
So coming in at number 9 is peer pressure. Scared about what people are going to say? This usually comes from people that have never even ridden an e-bike. The revolution is now. Lead the charge.
At 8, the e-bike's going to take away the fun of riding a non-e-bike. Not in the slightest. It's just different fun.
In at number 7, becoming unfit long-term is a myth. You'll probably be doing more riding in more weather conditions in more places.
At 6, flow and nimbleness. This will always be the essence of riding, working with the ground to generate speed. And yes, you guessed it, that's still possible on an e-mountain bike.
So number 5 is fear that you're still not getting a workout. It's up to you how much effort you put in. Hill climbing can still be as much of a workout as it's always been. For many riders, the same laws still apply. It doesn't hurt any less, you just go faster.
And dropping at 4, range. Well, is 5 hours not enough for you? Learn to ride in eco, but the big news here is that batteries are becoming more advanced, which means more range.
Number 3 is weight. Well, this simply translates to more grip and stability out there on the trail.
And at 2, cost. But remember, the e-bike can be your one bike.
And then at number 1, we've got scared in case you like it. People love the good things in life, and trust me, these bikes are good.
So there you go. Those are our top 10 e-bike fears. And please let us know what your fears, if you have any, are of e-bikes, and let us know in the comments below. But what I wanted to do was get away from the virtual world of internet comments, and I get out there in the woods and speak to some real people with some real opinions on what they feel about e-bikes. And this is what I found.
I think they're pretty good in the right place. There's nothing wrong with them.
Yeah.
I'm not a hater. I don't really want to have a go on one though, because I don't want to have to find the money to buy one.
The only time an e-bike's ever annoyed me is when it's past me going up a hill.
Right.
But that's a good annoyance.
I've been dusted by a few people going down on them, so.
Right. So you don't find them a threat to your masculinity or anything?
No.
Nah.
They're an extension of my masculinity. They will extend my masculinity into the future.
I'd love an e-bike. I'm already. I haven't got one myself. I'm not going to buy one. Not until the tech goes up and the price goes down.
Different with road cycling. I think with road cycling, it's perhaps, you could argue it's kind of cheating slightly. But I think with mountain biking, it just kind of adds to the speed and the thrill, which is what it's all about, in my opinion.
Right, great.
So thumbs up from me, I just can't afford one.
You know, I was very pessimistic, but I can see them now.
Yeah.
Yeah, technology's gone up. I'd always keep a pedally bike in the shed though.
Yeah, why not?
Always.
And what do the boys say? What do you say, guys, about e-bikes? What are your thoughts on e-bikes?
Brilliant.
Hold on. Can I say again?
Brilliant. Get up the hill, don't they?
Yeah. Yeah, what do you guys think?
For lazy people. Yeah.
Have you ridden an e-bike?
No.
Would you like to ride an e-bike?
Not really.
Wow, that's phenomenal.
I like the idea. I think the technology needs to move on a little bit for me to get one. But certainly I'm looking at getting one in the next year or two.
I've never ridden one, but I'd love to try it. You know, no problem with them at all.
I'm over 50, so they're sounding like a good idea to me, especially for going up.
Right, have you ridden an e-bike?
No, I haven't.
Right. Would you like to ride an e-bike?
I would.
They are good. They're getting better looking as well. So sometimes you can't tell it's an e-bike or a standard bike, can you?
I haven't ridden an e-bike yet. There's a big price barrier with it. I like the idea of going on big adventures on one.
Right.
That does look fun.
Right.
Never tried one. Kind of scared to try one in case I like it too much and spend God knows how much they cost.
It's been proposed by my much younger partner that we'll think about it, but I'm not keen. I haven't even gone full suspension, so never mind the e-bike.
They're not for me.
No?
I can see the point of them. I've never had a go on one. I think if you are getting back into it, or you've got a fitness problem or a physical problem, then great. Gets you back out, keeps you riding.
There may be money something to do with it as well.
Yeah, there's no way at the moment that I could afford it.
Never say never. But
Brilliant. I've never gone so fast uphill, ever. I'm usually at the back, so
You
at
seem
least
to
I'm
be
a
out,
bit
you seem to be out of breath though.
Oh, I'm pedaling. I want to go fast. Faster.
So is that your first go on an e-bike?
Yeah, first go on an e-bike, yeah.
Any thoughts?
It was amazing.
No, thumbs up. Definitely. Brilliant.
What's your thoughts?
It's good, it's quick.
But did you like riding it? I mean, it's too big for you.
It's good.
You're smiling. Hold on, in like 5 minutes you've gone from no to yes.
It's good.
I wouldn't want to buy one at the moment. If I had a physical problem that meant I couldn't physically ride, or I was getting back into it and my fitness was low, then yeah. And then I'd look to go back to a non-e-bike.
What if I said to you, you can get the same workout on an e-bike as you can on a non-e-bike?
I'd be gobsmacked.
Is it the future?
Yeah. Might ask for one for Christmas.
Wow, that was a pretty cool vid, Steve. Did you actually handpick those people or what?
No, I didn't actually. So there was nothing to do with sampling there. I basically spoke to every single person I came across on the trail or as pedal bike away down in the Forest of Dean about their opinions about e-bikes.
And positive.
I was genuinely surprised. I thought I was going to get a lot of haters, especially going into an uplift van. I thought I was going to be gunned down.
Yeah.
But I think what it comes across with is several points. I think misinformation is rife.
It's a big one, isn't it? That's
amongst
what we talked about earlier.
mountain bikers.
Yeah.
And there was some great comments. That guy said, I want to stick to good old leg power.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously got no idea that you can have still a good workout on an e-bike. Then the classic one, what do you think of e-bikes? Yeah, not for me, but then followed up with, I've not ridden one. I was like, really? And then, of course, which is quite classic, which you've seen on internet comments, which is coming back from injury.
Yeah, or when I get old and things like that.
Yeah. Which suits you down to the ground. Well, I think there's two genuine concerns, two genuine fears, which are, from well-informed people. And the first thing is that they're scared in case they like it.
Yeah, it's quite a big thing, I suppose, isn't it? Easy to jump on board and put that other pedal bike in the shed.
Yeah, and there's people here, GMBN as well, like Doddy. Doddy's concerned that, might take away his fun of a non-e-bike.
But a secret e-bike lover.
But the reality is, it doesn't take away the fun of your non-e-bike. It adds to it. It's just it's different fun, right?
Yeah.
But Chris, I think the most notable comment in the woods was the whole subject about cost. Cost of e-bikes. And yes, they can be prohibitive. To get a mountain bike, I think mid-drive motors are where it's at, right?
Yeah,
they're reliable. They got the power. They've got the geometry and the durability for mountain biking. Yeah. And they start at what, £1,500?
Yeah, I think something like that. Yeah. So the high bikes come in at that sort of price.
Yeah. Right, it's time for news. Chris, what we got?
We've got this new bike from Storck Bikes. They've joined forces with Ducati and produced this 160mm travel beauty. It's got 29-inch front wheel, 27.5 rear. Said 160mm travel, Shimano E8000 motor, 22.5 kilograms this thing.
Yeah.
So pretty lightweight bike.
I was very fortunate to have done a feature with ex-world superbike champion Sylvain Gintoli earlier this year, and he was on the Storck bike at a 29-wheeler front. But I was also interested in recently the Storck tribe. There's a big gathering of Storkers, meet the Storkers if you like, down in Italy, and it seems like they're having a great fun, a good old get-together in the mountains.
The big news is Storck have joined the e-bike game. They've launched the e-Adrenaline, the top of the range, 19.9 kilogram carbon fiber trail bike, 140mm travel. But the big news is it's got that Continental motor on there as well.
So 160 up front, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I guess Storck bikes, the full suspension version, has got three sizes, small, medium and large. The prices start from €5,600 up to €7,500. So as Chris mentioned, the big news here is that Continental have got a motor for this bike. Obviously, Continental are a big tyre manufacturer in Germany. So they've combined with Storck bicycles to build this full suspension bike and the hardtail.
Yep.
But Chris, there's a 36-volt motor and there's a 48-volt motor, right?
Yeah, so let's talk a little bit about those motors. The 36-volt sounds pretty impressive on paper, the stats. 90 newton meters torque, can mount 360, so you can rotate that motor anywhere in the frame. So a lot of options coming out there from manufacturers.
Especially chainstays.
Exactly,
short chainstays like
so
that.
Yeah, it's really universal. Yeah. And the 48-volt has got a built-in automatic gearbox. So that automatic gearbox can sense the cadence that it's doing. You can change gears to suit that, and you can adjust it all on the fly. So you can override it if you want a manual shift as well. So really exciting stuff, and good to see those manufacturers using that motor.
I think in general, this is what we want to see. We want to see motors that combine the gearing at the same time,
Definitely,
right?
yeah.
And all less than 2 kilos.
Big asks.
Chris Roberts of Mini Enduro in the UK has been in touch, and he's going to be running an e-bike race very soon on Saturday the 8th of December 2018 at Bike Park Wales, and he's going to have some weight categories for e-bikes, and the weight category is going to be under 75k, 76 to 100k's and 101k's plus. Now, I think it's a really, really good idea because having done a lot of hill climbing features with people who are lighter, I think there's a huge difference in the times involved. For example, if someone who's 60 kilos can do a 1,000-foot climb and be about 2 minutes quicker, then it has a big impact when it comes to racing.
Stage, isn't it?
So I actually asked Chris Roberts if he could do a 92 to 93 kilogram class.
Being with luck on that one. They've also got the expert category as well. I'm hoping to get down to that race as well. It looks like a good time.
Yeah.
Going to be a hell of an event put on by Chris for sure.
I think it's great, Chris, you doing this, because I think the whole idea of e-bike racing is very, very much in its early days. And I think all these things are yet to be worked out when it comes to classes. Time for tech of the week, and this week we've got the range extender from Hi-Bike. Now it's not new, but it's a really good thing to have as an extension on your e-bike, right?
Yeah, if you've got one of the Hi-Bike hardtails with the in-tube battery, basically this is a rail add-on battery giving you an extra 500 watt-hour battery. So combining those two batteries together, 1,000 watt-hours to hit the trails.
I guess it's similar to the Focus system. The Focus Jam and Sam have a bolt-on battery, but there are a lot of non-branded range extenders on the market, but it's good to see a brand has got a proper one from the manufacturer.
Yeah,
right?
it's looking good. And I can't imagine the amount of miles you get in on that.
Yeah, 1,000 watt-hours.
Yeah, it probably converts to, I don't know, 80, 100 mile rides in the right conditions.
I guess basically, you're going to get tired before the bike does, right?
Yeah.
This week, Chris is showing us how to do a wheelie.
Manual.
Same thing, right?
Totally different. Welcome to Elec-Tricks. It's that time of the show where we show you how to do all those cool tricks and stunts on your e-bike. So today you're going to be taking a look at the manual. Manual's a really cool one to have out on the trail, lifting that front wheel high up over roots, dropping down off drops, things like that. It's a really good one, but something you can practice anywhere you are. Okay, let's break that manual down into a few steps. It's not all about yanking on your handlebars and trying to pull that front end up over the front of the bike. It's really smooth, one fluid movement. So we squash that fork whilst leaning back sharply and dropping our bum down at the same time. So we're squashing the fork, pulling it up, locking our arms. You sort of pull with your arms, but push forward with your feet. So drop your heels and push forward and sit down. You really need to get that bum really nice and low, almost touching that back tyre, making sure it's past that balance point on the axle of the rear wheel. You need to be behind that, so we're locked down, nice and low, locking our arms, but pushing forward with your feet and trying to modulate that back brake to stay in that position. Let's give it a quick go. Okay, so a few tips when you're learning to manual. Just find a nice downhill gradual slope as well. It's going to make things easier. Let that bike accelerate. If you're trying to do it on flat ground, you've really got to have a good technique to keep it going. And obviously uphill is not even going to work at all unless you're really dialed in on technique. Also helps to have a visual pickup, so like a line or a rock, something you can bump that front wheel off, just working out how far you go on each attempt. Let's have a go, just show you a few of the basics. Come in, squash that fork, sit back, and lean. So there you go, it's all about that balance point, getting in the right position. It shouldn't be a hard rush maneuver, it should be nice and smooth, not a lot of effort. That initial explosion of force to lift that front end up is all you should need. No yanking around, keep it smooth, keep manual in no time. So it's time for In the Comments. We got some good feedback from the viewers about the cheap e-bike challenge, Steve versus Snowden on the £350 e-bike.
Great fun.
So you got this one from Scott Protacco. What about the descent? You chickened out and took the train, didn't you?
Well, no, the challenge was actually to get to the top of Snowdon, and that was it. So, well, I'm interested to know, do you think we actually got down there in one piece on that £350 e-bike?
She got this one in from Calm Dowdin. Snowdon is not Britain's second highest mountain. Where did that statistic come from?
Sorry guys, I did actually put a comment on the post. Yeah, you're totally right. Is by no way is it Britain's second highest mountain. I think just got carried away with the heat of the moment, excitement about riding a 350 pound bike, and probably just the altitude.
Gone to your head.
Sorry. And so it's that time of the week where we bring out the little round plastic globe.
We're looking for Western Australia, Steve.
Western Australia is dead easy because did you know that Wales are playing Australia at rugby in the Millennium Stadium this weekend, Chris?
I didn't know that.
I digress.
So this is Stephen's Kona WO converted to electric with a BB SHD motor and Bluetooth fork, so a fat bike. He's been riding the Mundu Biddy trails, 1,000 kilometres off-road trail made up of single track, fire roads and a little bit of bitumen. It takes you from Perth to Albany.
Whoa, it's a big ride.
Yeah, through bushland forest, very tall timber. It's the longest off-road trail in the world. It's been told the first guy to complete it on an e-bike.
Crikey.
And said the biggest distance managed between charge was 130 kilometres and 150k. So that's
wow, 130 to 155 k's on one charge?
Yeah.
Wow, this is the part I like. He spent 16 days in a hammock. Fair do, Stephen. That's a
Use
great
that
effort.
e-bike to the max.
Yeah. Boom. But what we need you guys to start sending us your photographs, your videos, whatever you're doing. You're going uphill, downhill, along the flat, through puddles, through lakes, whatever. Mountains, hills, streams, rivers, roads, firebeds, anything, right?
Yeah, we need loads of content. You know, we could feature you guys on the show. So as Steve said, any e-bike action, use our upload service and it could be you on next week's show.
You could even be just in the pub having some banter with your mates about e-bikes in general. So just send us your stuff in. So we've got a big week ahead of us on EMBN in terms of videos. Chris, tell us what's coming up on Friday.
On Friday we've got sit-in versus stand-in. We will show you the quickest way to get up that hill. Good bit of banter on that one, Steve.
It's all about the bike, Chris. It's not about the motor or the tyres or the technique or anything like that, is it?
Course not.
Absolutely not.
And how about on Sunday, what we got?
On Sunday, we've got an epic trip to Italy. We did a 2-day self-supported tour with some crazy trails, and it all culminated with probably the greatest mountain bike descent I have ever done. It is totally unmissable, and it's out on the channel on Sunday. Christmas is coming. Don't forget to get in that shopping mood. Hoodies, beanies, race shirts,
got
everything.
All new winter puffer jackets as well. Check that one out.
Yeah, that jacket. I'd love to get one of them. I ain't going yet.
You got one on your Christmas list?
Yeah, I have. Yeah, I've got one.
Hopefully they'll bring it along.
Check out the shop. EMBN shop. Check it out. And it is time for Chris's favourite time of the week. It is the bike vault.
Let's get into it. So you got this one here from Wayne, 2019 specialised
lucky person.
Wayne,
where is this?
This is South Downs, East Sussex. Wayne and Chris Pritchard, father and son, taking our first ride on the new Levo Expert. Getting out there, father and son ride.
Super nice.
Straight in on super nice, is it? We got this one as well from Rand, Specialised Turbo Levo 2018, Caerphilly Mountains. Any idea where that is?
That's a beautiful shot. Fair dues. Rand, I don't have to get. It has to be super nice, right?
Does look good, doesn't it?
I mean, that's a beautiful shot. Fair dues. Oh, crikey! 3 shots, great shots in a row.
There we go. Olamana here with his 2018 Lapia AM 727 from Tahiti, exploring new mountain trails.
Sorry, that's gonna be a triple.
Triple super nice.
Triple super nice. Oh, I had to come to an end at some point.
So this is Kent with a Specialised Levo from Tahoe Basin in California.
Tahoe,
sorry.
Yeah.
My wife and I have been riding this trail for a year and a half on pedal bikes, and the week we bought our new Levos, this sign appears. So you got this
as responsible adults, we respect the laws of the land, but we need to help change this. The US Forest Service is living in the dark ages.
I did actually see a a conversation about this on some forums actually. It was actually some people going around, just some normal mountain bikers with stickers and sticking those non-e-bike stickers on there. So just
naughty
check
people.
with your local
Naughty
authorities
people.
to make sure that sticker is actually legit in the first place.
They probably haven't told their mothers they've gone out of the house either. Anyway, keep going. High bike.
Marek here. High bike.
Slovakia.
Ep.45. Just testing a new rear brake disc out.
Yeah, that looks like it's in a field full of apples. I want to give you super nice for that one.
Liking that one. We've got here Jasper's Conway EMF 527 Plus, Bavec, Slovenia. First holiday with his eMTB. Kind of a road trip through Luxembourg, France, Switzerland, Italy, Slovenia, Austria and Germany.
Wow, that's a great road trip. I mean, you got to take your hat off to Jasper for that, right?
Yeah.
So the question is, Chris, is it a nice or a super nice? Come on.
The trip's nice. And I think the bikes.
I think the shot's nice. To be
I think the
honest
shot's, I'm going to give it a nice.
Okay, meanie.
Got this one from Alistair here. It's Trek Powerfly FS5.
Dreadful shot. I mean, come on, Alistair. Get the bike side on. Goodness sakes. Well, go back and we didn't give it a nice or super nice. It's a nice, Alistair. Turn it sideways.
Got this one in from Simon. His high bike Extro all mountain Cwmbran, South Wales.
I think that really showcases the bike nicely. The horizon's in the right place.
Yeah.
There's nice light on the bike.
So he has 3 knee operations. Thought his mountain bike days were over.
Are you serious?
So he's loving trail bike life again.
Wow, fair dues. Fair dues, Simon.
Nice,
Got to be super nice. I love that.
So we've got Sandro here.
Love it,
Pivot
love it,
shuttle.
love it.
Luge Trail. No, Luge Trail.
Luge Trail, Orange County.
Yeah, looking good.
What do you call it? Luge Trail?
I thought it was a Luge. Luge Trail.
I think that's a great shot. I love the fact that... Do you want to put my arm around you, Chris?
You can.
I like the shot. He's got some flags in there. Oh, great. What's the lower flag?
United States Marine Corps.
Brilliant. Sorry I didn't recognise that. That's definitely super nice.
Stefan, we've got his Trek Powerfly 9 here from Jakobstad, Finland.
Lovely feeling to that shot.
It is nice, isn't it? I do like that. Looking good, nice trails.
Lovely feeling to that shot.
I'm going to give that one a super nice as well, I think. And that's it, we're out of here.
You're out of the bike vault. Thanks for watching this week's show, and don't forget to subscribe to EMBN so you don't miss any videos that we do with it. Ask EMBN, tech tips, adventures, anything. And what we need from you guys is more videos and photographs, right?
Yeah, we need you guys to submit any e-bike footage you've got, be it epic climbs, epic fails, anything e-bike related. Send it in to us on the show and we will feature it. Drop us it down in the upload service. Link for that is down below. Don't forget any questions you've got, hashtag Ask EMBN Show for our new show as well. Drop them in the comments box below. Get through to those.
Beautiful.
Get back to you.
Absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, big thumbs up if you enjoyed today's show. Drop us some comments in the box below and we'll see you next week.